All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Stacks Live here at Stacks Social Club in Lubbock, Texas for our Wednesday night 2-5 no limit game. We got a full table, looks like tonight, or really close to it, so we'll get the action going here in just a little bit. Tanya's getting the cards ready and finding the dealer, and we'll be set and ready to go. Hope everybody had a good Father's Day. If you weren't tuned in on Monday for the very short stint that we had, hope you guys had a good Father's Day, had a good weekend. So I got a pretty good lineup here. Got some recognizable faces, at least to those of us around the Lubbock area. So if you're coming in and watching, hop in the chat, smash the like button, help us get our content out there. Go ahead and share the link for the live on your social media as well. We'll be here until midnight running the 2-5 game. Friday night, we'll have our 10-25 no-limit game as well. And then this Saturday, we're going to have our $10,000 guarantee tournament starting at 2. I don't know if that final table will stream live or not, but don't be surprised if it does. So we got some interesting names already. So Jack King off is going to be in the 6th seat. Dewey in the 7. Like we're a little short-handed to start, but it will fill up here pretty soon, I'm sure. So.
I just wanted to let y'all know, the stream ended early on Monday due to internet difficulties. The internet went down here, and so we weren't able to get the stream started back up. So hopefully we don't have any issues with the internet today.
This is you for sure.
All right, appreciate it, Carter. I think we'll be nice to have a good full stream here, and we're getting these bugs worked out slowly but surely. We're going to run into a few here and there, but I tell you, once we get this thing going and Carter gets it going, he's been working real hard on it. So we'll get this thing going right, and everybody will be able to enjoy this as much as we do every time. Air Force One back here in the 8th seat, and got the big bad wolf in the 1 seat. Barry changing names up on us. Rainbolt back here in the 3 seat. The Dumb Way is sitting there in the 10 seat. Got a Queen 7-6 on the flop. Air Force One picking up a pair of 6s. The Dumb Way picking up a straight, picking up nothing, but he's going to lead out and bet. Air Force One going to go ahead and make the call here. We're going to see an ace gives Air Force One 2 pair now. Does give straight draw to Louis, and the 4 clubs on the river is going to give the hand to Air Force One. He's going to lead out and bet, but having nothing at all, I don't think Louis is going to make any kind of call at all. He does make the call just to see what he's playing, I guess. Wow. Makes the call for $80 with a jack high. Okay. Guess he was hoping maybe he had a stone cold bluff of nothing. Well, that's one way to start out the game for the night, that's for sure. Want to remind you guys about our cash games. Our doors open at 1 p.m. every day. Cash games start at that time. Typically run an on-the-button game here, but it just depends on what the players that are here to start the cash game decide on. So, looks like we got Evan coming here, fresh off his big tournament 2nd place this weekend, picking up a good-sized pot. He'll be sitting down in the 4 seat or the 5 seat, whichever the one they put him in. Big Bad Wolf going to raise it up here on the button straddle. He's going to raise it to $12, and he's going to get a fold there. Guys, let me know if you can hear the chatter when I'm not talking, the table chatter. Let's see here if that table, we're trying to get that table talk up a little bit better for you guys so that you can hear it.
Jose, come on.
What's the buy-in on these games? It's a minimum, I believe, of 100. On the 2-5, it's a minimum of 100. maximum. There is no max. I don't believe. And then the 1025 game that'll play on Friday will be a $400 minimum buy-in. Looks like we got Lucky Duck now coming into the game, so we know we'll see some 7 deuces getting played. Big Bad Wolf with a pair of 4s here, but Dewey flopping the flush draw. We don't necessarily see what jacking off as. I know I'm saying that wrong. I'm saying it wrong on purpose. We're going to get a turn of what looks like to be an 8 of hearts. Going to be an 8 of hearts. So at this point, looks like Dewey is going to end up picking up the pot there with just a bet. He was on that draw. He did pick up the pair of 8s, but Big Bad Wolf way behind with a pocket pair of 4s. Now you just do whatever you want to there, Lucky Duck. You get in the screen, you just block our cameras. It don't really matter. These guys think they get to do anything they want around here. All right. Get some folds around the table here. Cards for Jack King off are blind, but he's going to raise to 20. Air Force One with a 6-3 looking down at it. Dewey calls with the Ace Jack off. The Dumbways cards are blind, but he makes the call as well. Oh no, he's raising. He's going to raise it up to what looks like to be $60. He's going to 3-bet it to $80, excuse me. So 3-bet to $80. And Kyle folds. Dewey is here trying to make a decision here, and he's trying to decide whether he wants to face Louis heads up. And he's going to lay down the Ace Jack off. So Louis going to pick up that chip stack there with just a bit of a raise, a 3-bet. So Lubbock Legend now sitting down, as well as Lucky Duck. Lucky Duck buying in what looks like 560. Evan or Lubbock Legend at 4 something, 4 and some change.
Yeah, we're just going at it at the table with you in the cash game, and he's like, yeah, you know, Evan, he's a dealer in Lubbock. And I was like, I don't know no fucking Evan. I take a picture of him and I text him.
All right, Lucky Duck picking up a hand right off the bat. You look down at a Queen Jack offsuit. He's going to make the call here. Or he's going to raise it up, to 30.
But like he has a card that's like a high reward level card, but it's not him. It's not his name.
The Dumbway's going to make the call with a King 9 suited, and of course Barry there on the button going to make the call as well with a Queen 9. So it says the bet was $25. It looked like 30 to me, but got an Ace Jack 6 now. So Lucky Duck picking up the pair. He is going to C-bet for $30, and looks like he's going to get folded around too and pick up a quick pot. Just like he normally does, just sits down and starts pulling in pots. See that little smirk on his face? That's because he knows. He knows he's just coming in, taking people's money.
I think I'm going to go this weekend. I really was, I had it on my plate. Man, my plan was I was going to get up Friday morning, fly to Vegas, and play in this millionaire maker. You know, with the $1 million bounty thing. Yeah. This weekend.
Tomorrow night is our $100 bounty tournament here at Stack Social Live. $100 buy-in, $25 bounties for each person that you knock out. It's been a pretty good little game here, and I don't want to give anything away, but I do know that they've been talking about having a ladies tournament here as well. So as we get information on that ladies tournament, it will be a ladies tournament, and for every guy every guy that comes with a lady, the guy gets free. I believe it's going to be a free hour's worth of cash play. So you'll get your free hour's worth of time. Lucky Duck raises to 15 with blind cards here, blind to us anyway. And we're going 3 ways to a flop with Barry's cards, the only ones being seen, and he does flop an open-ended straight draw here. He does flop the open-ended straight draw. We don't know what Lucky Duck has. We see Kyle with the jack deuce of hearts.
Y'all gonna leave Jose unattended? You gonna leave Jose unsupervised?
3 of hearts, no help for either of the other 2 players.
So
But
is he probably.
Lucky Duck now going to go ahead and take a stab at it for 20. Kyle going to go away here, but Barry with the open ender could make the call here. He does decide that it's worth it. He may even raise it here, but he does just make the call. It is Brenton, and he knows he could be holding an 8-3 there. An ace of clubs, no help here, but it could give Barry a chance to bluff at it, but he does not. He could be waiting for the check raise. But with a $60 bet into that pot, I don't think it'll happen, and it does not. So Brenton's going to pull down just another pot.
I know, bro.
Gave her $200.
That wasn't enough.
And she said, I have 7, you make it 200 even.
You have 70. I have 70 to make it 200. Oh,
Yeah.
But you know, she gives you that good, man. You gotta trade that
I'm
off.
gonna start go finding
easy
me.
to take advantage of.
Tell you, she put that good on Jose. He fucked up for a while.
Dude,
It's fucking good shit, but still.
it's like chemo, dude. If you leave, you die.
Well, maybe because I can hear if they announce whatever. That's all. Hold. Jose makes it 10.
They might be having a little bit of a scanning issue. Don't know if it's the players or if it's the spots or not, but Jose's card's blind. He makes it a $10. Makes it 10 to go. He raises it 10 to makes it 15 to go. Excuse me.
We gotta get
Big
it
Bad
together
Wolf
then.
bets it here. He's 3-bets it to $55 with a king 5 of clubs. Lucky Duck's going to go away, but Kyle in the 6th seat's going to fold. Dewey's going to make the call here with an ace 10 off. Shows a little bit of a different perspective when you look at it. You got 3 players, and Dewey earlier folding the ace jack to Louis in the 10 seat with an ace jack off. And the 2 clubs flop, so
I can't beat
Barry
it.
picking up a
I can't
club
beat
draw
bluff
here.
yet.
Nobody else did anything. Jose's got the straight draw. Second 7 hits the board. It's going to check around. And the river's going to bring out a 6 of spades. So it gives the ace high the win. Dewey's going to have the hand, but he's not going to bet it. Barry's probably going to take a stab at it, and he does not. I'm a little bit surprised that he doesn't.
We're all looking for that.
But after all that check downs,
No, I'm looking for a club.
he makes, there's no benefit in that pot. So
Straddle it.
Straddle on the button.
Dewey picks up the small stack there, the small pot.
Jose, if I ever see your face on Lubbock mug shots, I understand.
Domestic violence.
Oh, sorry. Card
Oh, wow.
Never seen that happen before.
My bad.
Have an errant card there. That's all right.
Sorry, Barry.
No, you're all right.
Take that one.
I doubt I want it, but
10 of diamonds.
There's a 10 of diamonds burned. Tanya's showing a little bit of frustration. She don't like to.
Brenton
She's
calls
a
the
good
10.
dealer. She doesn't like to have mistakes. She doesn't have very many of them, so she's a great dealer.
Kyle makes it 20. You just
Lucky
said it.
Duck with the pocket 8s, and did he make it in time? I don't know that he did. Kyle raising it to 20 with a queen jack offsuit, and Air Force One looking at ace 7 of clubs, folds to the 3-bet of Dewey for $85. Now we don't get to see what his hand is, but Brenton, Lucky Duck does make the call, so he did make it in time.
See a flop.
I guess there was no button straddle. I thought I saw one.
what y'all was looking for, young
For
Kyle.
90.
Kyle gonna move all in for 85 now, $90 straight. Of course, Lucky Duck making the call, and so does Dewey.
You're still blind?
So we're gonna be heads up after the flop, all in and no more action there.
I can't look unless you bet.
Kyle picking up the straight draw now. Dewey gonna make a bet of $75, trying to isolate the hand. Brenton trying to decide if there's any value here. I mean, he's making a call into a dry side pot. If that's, I mean,
Catch me up.
He's got to believe that Dewey's sitting
Hey,
on an
you
ace,
give
just an
Jaden
ace high if he
200,
really
man.
makes
You
the
won't-
call
you
here.
won't play-
Fuck
you
that
don't want to.
fucking bitch. I
you
don't.
don't-
For whatever
you don't
reason,
play
looks like
with us?
Jose's going to depart the table already.
Woke up with it.
And Lucky Duck shows the hand, shows the pocket eights, and lets him
Dude,
go.
you got my-
So we're going to be heads up now with no more action. Two cards to come. It's going to be a 5 of clubs
Club draw.
and a 4 of hearts. So no help for Kyle. And you got a king queen. I mean a queen jack. So Dewey was playing just a high hand. And he really wasn't even playing that high of a hand. And he does come away with the pot. It's a great bet into that pot, and he does end up taking it down.
No, I'm too pissed off right now. This fucking slut.
Dewey was willing to take his chances there that if he bets into that, and the worst he's going to do is lose that side pot is what he was betting on.
She runs so good. She
He
runs.
really thought he was probably ahead there with the simple call.
She wants to make it 200. Come on, man.
Dead small blind. You're not buying 50?
The button's on Brenton.
I'll put $2 on your 50, Jose.
Well, Irod leaving the table. Excuse me,
I'll call
Jose.
Janie and see if she can buy 50
Play
with
for
that
30
200 you
from
gave her.
Rainbow. 30
Hey,
from
if you're not gonna
Fold
play,
from
buy
five.
Janie in.
Yeah.
Marcus folds. 30's the best. Fold.
Louis looking down at a 7-6 offsuit. He's going to go away, and Big Bad Wolf's cards have not been scanned yet, so we'll see what he does. Of course, Brenton making it.
Oh, it's 30. I'm sorry.
He's raising it up here, raising it to $30.
3 players.
Let me know.
3 ways to a flop. Jack 9, pocket 5s. So picking up a straight draw is Lucky Duck. We don't know what Barry has in the 10 seat there, but Rainbolt going to bet $50 out, wondering if his pair may still be good. Sticking out a feeler bet.
Barry makes it 1
We're going to get a raise here from Barry. He's going to raise it up to 120. So 120 now, and Brenton's got to really decide whether that gut shot's going to be worth it to him.
I would call.
Of course, if you hit a gut shot there, you know most people probably aren't going to see it coming as hard as much.
What would he have said?
But
Yeah, what would he have said?
Yeah, what would he have said?
8-9
Would he,
good call.
would he
The
say
6-8.
8 highs good for the win? Is that what he would say?
But everybody does fold. Barry shows an 8-3. He shows them. Brenton is beside himself there. He just doesn't know how he gets beat like that. He never does.
2 and 5.
Usually Brenton's the one doing the beating with the 8-3.
Y'all don't make it too easy on me today, fellas.
Rainbolt on the button now. So no button straddle, it doesn't look like.
5 to 5.
Air Force One's going to be under the gun. Looking down at a Queen 5 offsuit, he's probably not going to make any kind of call here. He likes to play pretty tight. He's a pretty tight player, at least early on especially. If he chips up, you'll see him loosen up a little bit, loosen the reins, and see if he can't cash in on some of that reputation. Host of not very good cards right now. Lucky Duck leading the way with an ace-6 offsuit. Big Bad Wolf going to make the call, and so does Brenton.
3 players. Check from there.
Good.
20 from Rainbow.
Moving man popping into the booth right now.
Hey, Jose. Hey, square
45
business.
from Brenton.
All right, ace-7-4 on the flop. Lucky Duck does pick up the pair of aces. Rainbolt, of course, betting it with the pair of 7s. It's king of hearts. So let's see if Lucky Duck decides to lead out. He does. He does lead out for, looks like 50.
Piss on that bitch if she's on fire.
Rainbolt just not a believer is going to make the call.
She wrote me, man.
What'd she say? That
He
she
just
loves
doesn't
you?
believe Lucky
That
Duck
you're her
has the
man?
Fucking dirty.
ace, I don't guess. And it is a 4, so
Fucking
Lucky Duck now picking up the hand. Might be a good spot for him to make a check here, but depends on how.
give her money and then
If Rainbolt really thinks he's bluffing, he may take a stab at it. He does make the check, and Rainbolt checks back to him, and Brenton's going to pick up the pot. Thought that might be a really good place for Brenton to do that. I think that was a good place to check because he did raise and get called, so it does show the right kind of weakness that you want to show there. By checking, I think Brenton believed he was ahead the entire time.
I have seen you play some pretty
don't know. Maybe Rainbolt gets a big enough bet to get him off, but I don't know.
We're more focused.
Yeah, right. I'm so fucking all right now.
No.
Brenton, if you're wondering when you watch this later, you played that the way I would have played it at the end there. I know that means a lot to you.
There you go. Bring that chemo back.
So you got a $10 straddle in the 10 seat, and Barry's going to look down with a jack 8 of clubs, and he's going to make the call.
But I'll share
Brenton
with
probably going to
Brenton.
3-bet or raise up here. He does raise it up to 35 or 40, excuse me. Raise it up to 40.
I appreciate you.
Air Force One with a 7-5 diamonds. Dewey folds. Air Force One folds. Louis looking down at a 10-9 offsuit. He's going to probably make this call. Louis likes to defend his straddles a lot. He's not one to let them go very easily.
I'm way behind. I'm in third place.
10-9's not a horrible hand either. I like 10-9 as a matter of fact. And the flop is King, King, Queen, though. Lucky Duck flopping the stone cold nuts. Well, excuse me, the nuts. It's not the nuts. Pocket Kings could have the nuts, but it's going to be the nuts in this hand for sure. Queen's full of kings on the flop here. Let's see what he can get out of this if he could.
Y'all in trouble now. Mo's got a seat.
And so Lucky Duck gonna win here, but he's gonna let Louis bet right into him there. Just
And small
Oh,
blind.
get in there one time. What are you doing?
Get the hell out of here playing Queen 8 like that.
bets it right into him, and Lucky Duck just
Oh my God.
stacking up chips as usual.
We're like,
Dodge
the bullet.
Between Lubbock Legend and Lucky Duck, I don't know if we've ever seen him lose a hand. Though I guess Lubbock Legend never even sat down, did he? He still has chips on the table. I just don't. He has not. I don't even think he's sat back down at the table yet. So
Yeah, it's sitting with a lot of things there. And I'm just not able to second
just to let you all know, the state of West Texas poker here is very strong. I've told y'all before, if you haven't heard it before, here in Lubbock, Texas, this whole West Texas region, but really Lubbock, Texas, if you can stand the heat of playing poker here in Lubbock, you can just about play anywhere. I have no doubt about it. You can win anywhere, I should say. You can look at this hand just the way this is starting off and tell right now that these games do not go as usual. So Dewey's hand's not the only one that's not showing up. We do have a 7-3 jack of clubs on the board. A couple of people flopping pairs. Kyle with the pair of fives already in his hand. And Dewey's cards unexposed at this point.
just let you know,
Barry makes the call for $20 with a pair of sevens.
And it was a black five. I don't know if it was a club or a spade. Just want to let you know.
Appreciate it.
And the turn is a deuce, giving Barry 2 pair. So if he's believing that Dewey doesn't really have the flush, he's probably sitting in a pretty good position. He is going to raise it up here. No, he's not. I thought he was reaching for more chips. He does make the call for 45. And it is a king of spades. So at this point, Barry making the check. Marcus going to take another stab at it for $60, it looks like. And Barry's going to make the call for 80, excuse me. And it is kings and sevens. Kings and sevens for the win.
Oh, you turned it?
So the king was really a bad card for Barry on the river there.
I was.
He was ahead with the 7 deuce. Oh, kings and jacks, excuse me. Could not see Marcus's cards, so he's still, the king on the river is what killed him. See, we got moved over into the 4 seat there. Is that Terry Curtis? Could it possibly be?
Hold, yeah, 115.
And Mo, do you want your name to just be Mo?
Louis.
Oh, there you go.
No, I'm just playing. No, I just move Mo.
It's Mo sitting down at the table. Welcome to the table, Mo. This might be the first time. I think this might be the first or second live stream he's played.
Marcus Foltz. Rush Foltz. Louis Foltz. And Barry Foltz.
I just need your handwriting.
3 players.
Got it.
Yeah, thank you.
Check.
Check from Barry. Brenton, that's 15. All in from Mo.
Still look on.
I'm gonna need it.
You gonna need it? You want a club draw?
No. I think you want one.
Mo's sitting right down, picking up the pair of aces. So
Barry Foltz.
Show it to him, dude. Oh, that's a great card to show too.
Thank you.
I just realized that the boxes actually scan the cards. I'm sorry, I figured that out last week. I was like, how did they know what hand I had? I got some psychic ability. Because usually, like, there's a camera.
Yeah, it was like a pocket cam like that or
Yeah.
something like that.
But there's like, I'm like, how did y'all?
no straddle, it appears.
Mo card.
Mo looking down at a 10-7 of clubs, and he will play a lot of different hands tonight. You will see Mo is not afraid to play different cards at all. Kyle looking down at a 10-9 offsuit, and Big Bad Wolf with the Queen 2. Louis raising it to $20.
Brenton Foltz.
We get a fold from Lucky Duck, which is a little bit of a surprise. Mo makes a call for 5 and folds for 15 more with a suited 10-7. That's a bit of a surprise. Kyle looking at it, makes the call with a 10-9. 2 spades and a club on the flop.
Louis, that's 20.
Kyle picking up the straight draw, needs the queen for the 4-carder. But Louis is going to bet $20, and Kyle's going to look at that and have to make a decision. Does he want to draw for a queen, or does he not? He does fold.
Thank you. 2 and 5.
Barry now leading away with about 1,100 in chips. Rainbolt taking up the tail end right now with 88 in chips. Sounded terrible.
Brenton's in the call.
So we're just about a full table. I think we got another space open right now as it sits,
30 to call.
even with Evan's chips sitting in.
Marcus Foltz.
Lucky Duck raises it to 30 in the dark for us.
30?
Barry going to look down at an ace-5. He is the one that straddled for 10, so he could 3-bet this here.
Barry
But it
Foltz.
does look like he just makes the call.
Brenton.
10 deuce 3, 2 diamonds. Barry does pick up the wheel draw here, but Lucky Duck a continuation bet for 40. And Barry going to snap call it with the wheel draw.
Get my hand card?
40 from Brenton, call from Barry.
Can't be sitting over there talking, man. You gotta be running
2
the
of
show.
turns, going to be a queen of hearts. No help for Barry, and
There he is.
Brenton going to just keep at it.
Call.
What, the talent's just walking in?
When you're this talented, you only have to just walk in.
And the river's an 8 of diamonds, bringing the flush into play. Barry not picking up his wheel, so he probably,
Be a good place to
he's
grow.
either going to take a stab at this, or he is going to
10.
and Lucky Duck picking up the pot with a pair of 10s, as though it appears.
Might even be $5 bid. You want them both out of here? I don't know. Oh no. Then the live stream's down again. Straddle on the button.
Tuesday night is our guarantee, $3,000 guarantee tournament. Never misses, hardly ever misses the guarantee, if ever. It's a $120 max buy-in.
No calls.
And then, of course, Saturday we have our $10,000 guarantee, $150 buy-in tournament. That'll start at 2 p.m. on Saturday. And that one always breaks the guarantee by a good ways. If you're in here watching, hop into the chat and say hello. Smash that like button.
Crown calls. Heads up. Chip. 100 from Barry. And a fold. Thank you.
Let us know in the chat if y'all did anything special for Father's Day. Did you go anywhere special? Did you do anything special? Or did you do like most dads do and end up cooking for your own holiday? Just curious.
I'm gonna save you the mitts. 9 of hearts, first thing. 5 to ball. Marcus folds. Rush folds. Louis folds. 5 dollars.
20 in the dark.
Barry gonna look down at a 10-5 offsuit, and
Martin calls.
he's definitely gonna keep the action going tonight. He does not mind keeping the action going. He's gonna raise it to $20, and Mo's gonna make the quick call for 18 more.
Give you all that.
Rainbolt makes the call with a 6-5 offsuit as well.
4 players.
He got a 5-7, a 9-7 king. No help for anybody. We don't know what Lucky Duck really has.
25.
Does give Rainbolt a gutty,
Fold. No fold.
but he does fold it. Lucky Duck making the bet of $25. Going to pick up the entire pot. Not real sure what he had, but whatever it was good enough for a bet and good enough for a win.
2 and 5.
So Lucky Duck still leading the way here is now leading the way, with 1,000 in chips. Lubbock Legend, who hadn't played a hand, still sitting in the middle, and Rainbolt bringing up the tail.
5 to ball. Rush folds. Louis folds. Louis folds. Barry folds. Brenton folds. 15 from Randall. Mo calls. Kyle calls.
All these blind cards sitting there, but we do see two suited hands, both spades, and both in the pot right now. So Mo and Kyle, the 2 hands that we do not see. Rainbolt picking up with a pair of 6s here with 1 spade. He is going to lead out. He's going to go all in for $46. He doesn't have a whole lot. The pot itself was about $62 at the time, or $60 at the time. He is going to get a call from Mo here. I'm not sure what Mo has, but he must have a 9 in his hand if I was guessing.
I need to flip a.
He could have 2 overs. Marcus really thinking about it, but he's going to go away as well.
Let's go.
Got a jack on the turn and a 10 on the river, so we'll see what these 2 hands bring in. Pair of 6s.
Mo, what'd you have?
Queen 9.
Looks like the pair of 6s.
Thank you.
The pair of 6s win it? Nope, Mo did win it. Mo had a queen 9 in his hand, so he did flop a pair of 9s, just as I suspected. We'll see if Rainbolt is going to take his lump and leave, or if he's going to go ahead and purchase some more chips.
From Louis side. Yeah, 15. Barry folds. Brenton folds. Mo folds. Kyle folds. 15.
Dewey with a King Jack offsuit. Air Force One picking up a suited King, so he's going to make the call here. And Louis making the call as well. 8 deuce 6 on the flop. Air Force One picking up a pair of deuces. Of course, Louis going to make the bet for $40 once it gets checked to him.
Sorry about that.
I'm not saying he doesn't have anything, but he also does not mind checking on someone's weakness either. Seeing if someone's checking because they're weak or if they have anything at all. He does make the call with a pair and 1 heart on the board. Turn is going to bring in a red card. I'm not sure what it is. It's going to be a jack of diamonds. So no help for Air Force One. Louis going to stay strong here, betting it up. Looks like he's going to bet $125 all in. Going to pick up the pot here. Chipping up just a little bit here. Kyle now bringing up the caboose of the train at $105, while Lucky Duck's still leading the way with $1,000.
I got a little piece, Mario. I got a little piece. You got a little piece?
Again, I want to remind you guys that every day at 1 p.m. the doors open. Cash games start right about then.
Barry makes it 40. Brenton folds, Rainbow folds, Mo folds, Kyle folds, Marcus folds, Rush folds, Louis calls. And heads up. Louis. Check from Louis. Barry bets 45. Louis folds. Thank you, Barry.
Oh, that bomb pot thing?
There he is, the legend.
They said the name right.
Y'all give Mr. Bradley a section in the no pouting zone. Where's the no pouting zone
There
at?
ain't room for me there.
Mo folds.
White boy Brian.
Folds from Marcus.
What's up, brother? You doing good? Yes, sir. How are you?
5 for 50.
From the big.
Rush folds. Louis calls. And Barry calls.
I'm not letting you steal nothing from me, sir.
4th player. Louis.
What's the flop?
Check. 9 of clubs, Jack of spades, 4 of diamonds. Check, check, check to Kyle. And a check. Check from Louis and Barry.
I'll show you.
Rainbow checks. And Kyle checks.
First one to bluff wins, y'all.
65 from Louis. Barry calls. Rainbow folds. And Kyle folds. We good?
So we had somebody popping through playing games, putting their hand over the camera. I don't know who that might have been. Still got Lubbock Legends sitting out over here, but
Thank you.
You playing?
so Barry now taking the chip lead at 1100. Air Force One in the middle with about
You
528.
can give my boys some permission, man.
Kyle
Enjoy his
bringing up the
That's why
back
I'm
of the
here.
train with
I know,
90.
man. Pick Evan's shit up. We don't even like him.
I mean, if I didn't know any better, I'd think Barry was complaining about some hand.
Straddle?
No, I'm just kidding. He doesn't
I'm
complain.
already here, bro.
That man don't ever complain about anything. Very much.
10 o'clock. And you're small. One second. Right here. Very cool. Brent Cole.
Mo with a Jack 10 of clubs here going to make the call as well. We don't get to see what Rainbolt folded. We don't see Lucky Duck's card. We actually don't see anything at this point.
Probably having the millionaire maker.
Rainbow Fold.
Okay.
One person out of the whole field gets $1 million bounty put on it.
Marcus
Every,
Fold.
every single person that you bust
Fold
out
from
has a random bounty number.
So it's random?
So what's, yeah.
So you don't ever know who it is?
No, no
Oh,
one
that's,
Until it starts. Or
I mean, I want to know who it
It's
is.
the mystery bounty one, right?
I don't know what's called the millionaire maker.
If it's a mystery bounty one, no one knows who it is.
until after.
Yeah.
A
Well, until
9 and 2
actually-
face cards. So 9 king now.
But like you know.
Lucky
whenever
Duck's
they
card's
start
still not scanning, but
No, he said everybody has
he
a
does
number,
lead
it's like
out
the
for
lottery.
$15.
And then,
See if he can
then they
probably scare
randomly
everybody
pick
out of the
number
pot.
and
Is what he's
you
trying to
know.
do.
You.
Yeah.
But you don't
I
tell
just
it.
think it'd be cool if you
tell
knew.
everybody you're fucked.
I just think it'd be cool as shit if you
Kyle raising to 50 with a pair of
if there was
nines.
$1 million
And
bounty,
Brenton
I'd
going
be-
away. What a
I'd
great
have some
raise
fun
with Kyle, by
All I
Kyle
gotta
there.
shoot at me for $1 million. I'm gonna have some fun with you, motherfucker.
But I wonder if they're gonna.
Barry always having fun with somebody, that's for sure.
Like, I'll let you bust me and we split it or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, I try to find a way.
Yeah, you make the offer anyway, huh? I got an offer for you, bro.
I got $1 million. $1 million. I got. Gotta go to the bathroom, y'all. Yeah,
There he is.
Got a $10 straddle here from Barry on the 10 in the 1 seat, excuse me. Get it folding around to Mo. Mo's gonna look down, see what he's got.
25 from Mo.
He's gonna raise it to 25.
Mo.
Kyle making the call for 25 with the Queen 8 of diamonds.
Rush fold.
Folding around to Louis, who's gonna look down at a 10-5 and fold as well. Barry now making the call. So we're 3 ways to a flop, and it's going to be a 9-6-6 on the flop. So no help for Kyle or Barry, but let's see if it does anything for Mo. Mo does make the bet of $25. Barry with 1 over is not going to take a chance here. Mo could be bluffing, but he ain't going to take that risk.
Thank you.
This made 25. I say that ain't that's scary. It's like, oh, I'm like, fuck. They got 6.
Basketball.
You know, a prepared live stream coordinator would have got here an hour earlier to check the fucking deck.
Dewey looking down at a king queen offsuit, probably gonna make a raise here, and he does. A small raise to $20. Air Force One gonna go away with a 10-8. Louis folding as well. Barry gonna follow suit.
Rainbow Cole.
Rainbolt gonna make the call of 20, and so is Mo. So we're gonna go 3 ways to a flop. Excuse me, heads up to the flop. No, we're 3 ways. Mo and Rainbolt both have cards. For some reason, they folded
Mo and Mo.
Rainbolts. He does have an ace-9 of hearts, so it is going to be 3 ways to a flop. Jack, deuce, 10 on the flop. No help for the hearts, but the straight draw does hit for Marcus, and he's going to bet his way into a win.
Thank you.
Exactly, that's correct.
On Mo.
Mo.
If Brian doesn't play, it's still me.
You what?
If Brian does not play, it's still because of me.
Oh, I would.
Still.
It's over that $5. If I say, put him in that fountain section.
I have to call.
Want to thank you guys for tuning in to Stacks Social Live here at Stacks Social Club. We're located at 5004 Frankfurt Avenue in Lubbock, Texas. It's just off of 50th and Frankfurt.
Brenton, Rainbow, and Mo Call for trial.
Barry raising to 25 with a 5-4 of diamonds. Looks like he's probably going to get folded around too, but we are going to be heads up. Kyle did make the call. It's going to be a 9-10-6. Barry going to probably stay strong here. I would be surprised. With the ace coming though, he may check it down, and he does. It's going to be a 3, so no help for Barry or Kyle. Kyle with the high hand, but Barry with the $55 bet is going to be able to push Kyle right off of here. And he shows the 5-4. Barry just toying around with everyone. Just a cat and mouse game for Barry tonight. He's going to keep showing them those bluffs.
Barry plays different every day. You never know.
I know. Barry plays his hand every single
Dewey with the Rounders shirt on, the quote from Rounders, not the Card House. Teddy KGB, pay that man his money.
30 from Louis. Barry folds, Brenton folds.
Louis looking down at a pretty good hand here with an ace-queen of spades here, raising it up to $30. Rainbolt going to make that call with a king-jack, and Air Force One looking down with that ace-3 of hearts. He's looking like he may make the call as well. He does go ahead and make the call, so we're 3 ways to a flop.
3 players.
It's one of those hands that could get kind of interesting if the right flop happens.
Check. Louis all in.
It's going to be a bet from Louis. Looks like about a $75 bet. It is a Jack 10-3, so Rainbolt picking up top pair, and he's going to make the call. Excuse me, he's going to make the all-in bet.
And this is Evan.
Raising it up to 85. Louis with the
Gives you a proper introduction.
gut shot straight draw for needing the king. Rainbolt does not want to 2-pair his hand, that's for sure, not without boating it.
Sweater around his waist.
Air Force One with a pair of 3s and the backdoor flush draw goes away.
All right, we're heads up.
Kind of bluff is this guy.
So any ace, king, or queen now for Louis. It's going to be a 9, and now in 10. So he did pick up more outs with the 9 on the turn, but he did not pick up the straight. So Rainbolt going to double up through Louis there.
I need 100.
Welcome to the chat and welcome to the stream, Chris.
Thank you. Better watch that tone.
Chris says, let's go. Chris, I have a feeling we're about to see some more action happening here. Lubbock Legend finally sitting down at the table. He's had Chip sitting here for a while, but he now will jump into the action, sitting at $4.95 in chips. Got to put on the hoodie. Got to be able to hide the.
Barry. Brenton folds.
Got to have the look. Let's see if the sunglasses are on yet or not. The sunglasses are on. The hoodie comes off, showing that pretty little head of hair. See what he decides to do on his first hand, even though it's not a premium hand.
Call
Make it
from
so
Mo.
it
Evan
stands.
folds. Kyle calls. Marcus folds.
Well, Chris, you get on in here to play.
Rush calls and Louis checks.
Kyle looking down at pocket aces, picking up a hand finally. Just makes the call, though. Very dangerous in this game to just flat aces, because you never know when this is going to happen. You're going to get 6 callers on or 5 callers on a table, and you're going to probably end up losing this hand. Pair of 10s and a pair of 4s both in there right now. So you get the bet from Rainbolt with a pair of 4s. Mo making the call with a pair of 10s. And, of course, Kyle's going to raise it to 50. A good raise there. Does eliminate the players. We're going to see Rainbolt probably maybe go away here, but Mo is going to make that call for sure. He does have top pair. Don't be surprised if Mo raises it either. He looks like he's about ready to raise. This be a really good fold for Mo if he is actually able to get out of here right now. He does. He does get away with the 10s, and he shows the 10. So it works out for Kyle. He does not lose the hand after just flatten the pocket aces. Very dangerous when it goes 6-handed to the flop.
I don't even know how to connect to that. I'm just
YouTube? You learn how to use YouTube?
I don't even know what YouTube is.
Okay.
Is it plastic? Is it plastic or what?
Yes, it's like when you have like your beatbox.
Oh, okay.
Bicycle.
You know, one of those big TV boxes that you had like in the 70s.
So you trying to say I was born in the 70s?
Mo
Wow.
fold.
Oh, yeah?
That's what's up.
Fold together. Kyle fold.
I was born in the 80s kid or 90s kid, I'm not for sure. 70s.
Marcus fold.
Right in the middle.
Rush makes it 15. Louis calls.
You're the
calls.
Bears.
Louis looking down at pocket 7s now. Let's see what happens here. Ace on the flop there, giving Air Force One top pair. Of course, Barry with the King Deuce not picking up anything to help.
From Louis and Barry.
Louis going to fold as well when the ace hits the board. So a quick little pickup for Air Force One. Of course, that's sometimes what the tight play gets you, is they know that if you bet, that you got it every time.
Oh, bro.
And the only time you get callers at that point are when they want to draw into a sneaky, sneaky hand.
You just throwing them everywhere.
Alright, Logan folds. Call from this. Evan folds. 15 from Kyle. Marcus folds. Rush calls. Louis folds. Barry makes it 90. Excuse me, 90. Brenton folds.
Air Force One making the call with a King 8 of clubs. But Barry now with a good hand, 3-bets it to $90 with Ace Queen suited. Kyle making the call for $90 with a Queen Jack off.
And a fold.
I'll be bluffing, Kyle.
Heads up.
Heads up to a flop here. Kyle does not want to see a queen hit the board for sure.
Kyle's all in.
Be bad for him.
70.
You're good.
Barry getting a continuation bet here for about $100. Makes it 70, excuse me. He is going to pick up the pot there. Oh, no, he doesn't. Kyle making the call
Ace queen
of all in.
high. Ace queen
And the Queen Jack is going to lose here. Kyle just kind of tossing the money in on a hope and a prayer. Not really realizing he was down to 3 outs only. The Jack being it.
I'm out for now.
So I think I'm hooked after my ace 9.
Just so you know, I'm buying that right now. I didn't even see that.
So Kyle stepping away from the table. Not sure if that's going to be permanent or if he's going to be getting some chips and coming back. But
Straddle on
for
the
now, he's going to step away from the table.
Seat open, Mac.
He didn't have aces. Why do you think he had aces? He didn't have aces that time.
10 to call. Brenton folds. 5 of clubs. Okay.
Way to go, Lucky Duck.
Logan
Throwing
Paul.
cards out and getting them exposed.
25 from Mo. Evan calls. Fold from Marcus and Rush. and Barry.
Evan, how old's your brother?
Logan Pools.
It's a great question. What? Sure.
Mo and Lubbock Legend heads up now.
Great question.
King, Queen, 8 on the flop. So Mo's going to pick up top pair here.
Me and him was getting into it at Choctaw, and I texted him. Like, man, do you really know this motherfucker right here?
35.
Get a
He
handle
will
on
lead
that
out,
dude, man. Cut him off
or
at
he
the
will
board,
check,
bro.
excuse me. Lubbock Legend will bet
He just drinks like
$35 here. Mo with top pair is going
He's
to
way
fold.
chiller when he's drinking.
Wow.
My other brother is.
Mo just laying down winners left and right. We don't know what Lubbock Legend had, but
Straddle.
I highly doubt he had the king beat. He might have had him out kicked, but that's just my opinion. Of course, I didn't get to see the cards.
Is he older or
I
younger?
like to take those guesses now and again.
Like age range, probably older than 16 years old.
Technical.
That's what my other brother is. He's 16 years old. My
Logan
high
Paul?
class. He's 39.
Mo
Getting to an old man. They just had a kid too. That's crazy. Pretty late.
Evan
Still
Pools.
young. Shit, I don't know, man. I'm 39 for 20 years.
Yeah, I'm just on the other side of the track, so it seems.
Rainbolt looking down at pocket kings. What a hand to pick up right now.
Call from Lee. Barry calls. Clinton checks.
It's probably 40.
5 players.
Ace, queen, jack on the flop. Not a great flop for Rainbolt. He doesn't like to see the ace come in, and he is behind. But he does pick up the straight draw, and the likelihood of someone else catching that straight with him is going to be very small if it happens. Air Force One going to lay out for $30 though. He's going to fold around. Of course, Rainbolt going to make the call. He's not ready to give up on the kings yet.
Like a little elevated.
Or heads up.
So any king or any 10, all of his outs are live at this point.
Sushi robots.
Is a jack, puts a second jack on the board. Rainbolt now taking a little bit of a chance here, hoping that he can push the ace out of there, representing the trip jacks, but he does not. He does get a call, so again, any king or any 10 on the river
Shut the heck
is
up,
going to be,
man.
Terminator.
it is going to be a queen on the river, so we're going to check, and we're going to get to bad news for Rainbolt. His pocket kings do not hold up,
They turned him the other night. Evan said,
and Air Force One picking up the win.
he got you.
So Barry leading the way in chips now with $1,300 in chips. Louis down at the bottom with 70, and Air Force One right in the middle with 633.
I figured I'd beat him one more time. I made a bad call.
Straddle.
Would give you 50%.
Have everybody and their mom behind.
Straddle from Brent.
He did. He got lucky against Gayla too.
Thank
They
you.
were both all in, and she had him covered by like 300,000. And she had king.
Man, I kinda
Lucky
wanna
Duck
take
pointing
those
down at that chip
forward.
stack like nobody notices he's always a winner.
Them motherfuckers- college baseball, he likes it. Man, they score some
So
runs.
Rainbolt's gonna
man.
be
He did play good though.
Yeah, they're-
The dealer button here, got a straddle behind the button for 10 at Lucky Duck.
At the same time, like this.
30
As
from
long as you get them
Logan.
together, it should be good.
Rainbolt gonna raise it up.
Evan
Make
30.
me mad. I'm fixing to look at
To
some
30.
5 line in.
30 to 12.
15
McKnight's gonna look down at pocket queens now. Gonna see a 3-bet here, I'm sure.
I would think so.
These are 5. Call.
I hope he made a verbal there. I think he probably did, but it looks like he may have just made the call. He does just make the call for $30. So trying to be sneaky on his very first hand. Don't know if it's because he doesn't want to get felted with queens or if he's really trying to be sneaky with them. Lucky Duck looking down at pocket 8s. Maybe he was hoping that
She just came in on kings.
straddle would raise for his pocket queens.
Running ace.
10 of hearts, 9 of spades.
Flop's going to be, he looks like a 10-9-7. So Lucky Duck picking up an open ender now. Rainbolt picking up the straight draw as well.
Barry Pools.
You can see a bet of $50 from McKnight. Of course, Lucky Duck going to make the call now with his open ender. And Rainbolt as well with his straight draw.
Shit on
A king on the turn now gives Rainbolt the lead. McKnight now checking it, taking it easy on there, realizing that the king probably beats him here if he's got 2 callers. Lucky Duck leading out for 75 though into the bigger hand of Rainbolt, and he is going to shove all in here. He's not going to have a whole lot more, it doesn't look like. Does not appear. So you may just get a pretty quick call here from
And a call.
We got queen 8 or
Lucky Duck.
open-ended?
King versus, and the jack hits. They run it twice. So the jack on one, so they are going to chop the pot. They run it twice. Lucky Duck picking up the straight on the top board, but losing to the pair of kings on the bottom board. Lucky Duck, however, going to come out the big winner. He's going to gain an extra $1 on that hand.
And there's a straight on the board. Stay in there, go one time, and
Just close to it. Jack of clubs.
Yeah, they kept, doing that price. Yeah,
I guess it worked out. I mean, there's no way I know the jack is going,
Okay. Alright, I'll try and fix that.
I'm not really looking to go all in on my first hand either.
Thank you.
You know?
Alright, I'm not gambling anymore. That's all I'm gambling.
Straddle from Brown.
Double strap.
Double from Barry.
Thank you. Thank you.
Just
Should've
see if
been
we
big
can,
man. Why should've been a big man on campus?
just see if we can start something, man. I thought Marcus might jump on.
Okay.
Marcus triple straddle. Is it too late?
All you gotta say is just like, hey, Marcus, throwing the $40 triple straddle. Alright, cool.
No.
I know, I was, trying to manifest that into reality right there. Let's wake up with aces and a triple straddle.
Yeah.
Rush folds, Louis folds. Barry
We'll run it
calls.
twice though.
Brenton folds. Logan folds.
What's gonna call? You know what?
Call from us.
It's gonna call.
All in from Evan. Millions.
There you go. Alright, hope these scan really, really well. Whoa. Fuck a duck.
Fold from Marcus.
It's not even worth
It was
taking
nice.
over.
Barry folds.
It was nice and suited.
Mine's not even worth taking over.
And
Well, well, well.
Very
Lubbock
nice,
Legend
Mr. Evan. I'll see you in 30 minutes.
making big bets with little hands.
Oh.
Suited ace-5. He's going to show that 5 of clubs. Terrible. Terrible. Don't be doing that to these folks. Don't be showing that 5 of clubs.
Queen Jack of hearts.
And everybody says, oh, he had a pair of 5s. He had pocket 5s. Ain't nobody know Lubbock Legend like I know Lubbock Legend.
Soon as it connected, you might get a call out there. We got a long ways
Problem
to go.
is,
I get
is-
stuck.
Yeah.
He's a pretty good player, so you don't know. He could have had pocket 5s. He could have had the ace 5.
Flip for it. Somebody's gonna have a big stick.
5 to 4.
So I should just let it out and committed.
Full close.
Tell you how to play your
Very
hand now,
cool.
sir.
I was talking to myself. My fair lady.
Tell you how to play your hand.
Brenton makes
Good
it
raise.
15.
Good raise.
Logan folds. Mo calls.
Call.
Evan calls.
Got a fish on.
Call from McKnight.
Double
And Marcus
fish.
calls.
No way I win against
5 players.
Yes. No, it's reading right. That's exactly what I have. It's not a misread.
Check with it.
Oh, yeah.
Check. Check. Brenton. Check. Check from me. And Evan check.
You're a straight flush draw.
8, 8, 9 on the board. So Mo with the top pair. Now losing to the straight of Dewey. Dewey now picking up the straight.
Oh,
McKnight going to bet it with a pair of 10s.
I hit my straight flush draw.
Call. Brenton
Marcus
folds.
simply making the call and get calls from Mo and
From Mo.
call from Lubbock Legend.
And
Or a
Evan.
fold from Lubbock Legend, excuse me.
Heads up.
2 ways, heads up to a river here. Sorry, man. Sounding like I'm
25.
just learning how to talk.
McKnight.
So McKnight betting the 25, and of course going to get a raise out of Dewey here, and he probably realizes he's beat either with an 8 or a straight.
Have a pair of 8s. That helps you.
Mm-hmm.
queen jack, or straight.
Oh, jeez.
McKnight does make the call of $60 though. So Marcus picking up a little bit more on that hand. Take a quick break here. I'll be right back.
Thank you. Move. Call. Final. 20 from Barry, Brenton folds, Logan folds, Mo folds. Evan folds. Call. And a call. Rush call.
72 all in.
All in from Whitney.
How much?
We're just doing the by fives, right? 70. Thank you. Call from Barry. McKnight folds. Marcus calls. Rush folds. Heads up on the side.
Check you, Bear.
Marcus checks.
Check.
Barry checks. Check.
Check.
Aaron check. Check.
God, man.
And
I
ace.
check. I can't
Down
beat it.
again.
I can't beat it. Damn. God,
Ten
but
of clubs,
I got
ace of hearts, king seven of
diamond
diamonds,
draw and an
deuce of
opening
spades.
straight.
Oh,
draw.
really?
When the 7 comes, man.
Oh, you got 8, 9 of diamonds?
Eight of
That's like your gin turn card?
I almost lead out. It looked so good.
Sometimes you gotta,
Yeah.
you know, they miss.
Calm down.
They miss. There's
Calm
nothing on that
down.
side spot.
Hey Carter, I got a
They miss.
thank you.
Seat open, Mac. Seat open.
Not even the pink one?
Yeah, I just ate one.
You don't have a sugar rush. Now.
Pacing
Slow
myself.
down.
That's
Yeah.
right. Pacing myself. Do it one time. Get lightheaded.
5 to call, Brenton. 15 from Brenton. Logan folds.
You coming around here trying to push me
Mo
around,
calls.
partner. Well, you can push me around
Evan
with that
folds.
one.
That's right. Get out of here, Evan.
I ate a piece of chicken. I'm a nervous bird.
McKnight calls.
told Diego. Diego said that.
Call from Marcus.
Think we can bluff him?
Rush makes it 35.
Oh, shoot. We're ready for that.
The answer is yes.
Barry calls.
Alright. One again, Luke.
Brenton calls.
One loose. Oh.
Mo calls.
Alright,
All in from McKnight.
Good luck,
well, do it.
70.
Oh, no.
Fold from
Get out of
Marcus.
there then.
Rush calls.
Oh,
Barry calls.
I can get lucky now.
That's what I'm thinking.
I can get lucky.
What's your name on this stream?
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
I'm back. All right. As usual, looking down with Lucky Duck having a real hand in his hand, I guess.
$300 in my life.
Some real cards in his hand, a pocket pair of nines, pocket sevens, pocket nines with the Air Force One with the 8-9 actually picking up the straight draw. So if Mo trips up here, it could get ugly. McKnight with an ace-8. But Lucky Duck gonna lead out for $50. Barry, not real sure what his cards are. Clearly, no one is. He's taking another gander at it while Mo just decides to fold those pocket sevens. Air Force One with his gutty. By the way, it was a $100 bet, not a $50 bet from Lucky Duck. McKnight's all in for 70. Just has one over on the board. And a backdoor straight draw, but he doesn't realize he's dead to a 7-8, really. Running hearts does not do him any good. Of course, we still don't know what Barry has. Barry making the call here for 100, so $90 on the side as we go to the turn in the turn here. A 3, no help. Not real sure what Barry has, but it's no help for Air Force One, no help for Lucky Duck. Helps Lucky Duck a little bit because it keeps those undercards on the board. And then a 3 on the river, 3 of hearts on the river. Does bring in the flush possibility. We'll see what Brenton decides to do here. He is going to be first to act, and he is the winner right now. He is not first to act, excuse me. He's going to get checked around from Air Force One. Barry now with the opportunity to do something. Lucky Duck not sure if he's ahead. He's going to look down and probably just check this since there's no side money already. He does show the pair of 9s. That is going to pick up the hand, and it's going to pick up the side pot. the main pot as well. So Lucky Duck just raking in the chips as usual.
I had pocket 7.
You got 7s there, Mo? There's really only one.
What? What?
Jack
Yeah.
nice one.
Yeah, I'll
All
take
the
some
same
Venmo.
9s and 8s. And your 7s are, in there.
Lucky Duck leading the way now with 1,500 in chips.
Yeah.
Mo bringing up the tail end at $73.
I need a heart.
You can have all you want if you want to do
I
Venmo.
kind of
There you
want to
go.
bluff, but could have paid the board
I
now.
don't know if that picked that one up. Did Marcus pick up 2 cards? Okay.
Then open link.
Small one here,
Barry
5
Thomas.
to
All right. Appreciate it.
15 from Logan. Fold.
I guess we'll add frame to some money.
Marcus fold.
Rainbolt with an ace queen raises it to 15.
Whatever you want to
Air Force One with a 10-9 offsuit going to make the call. Lucky Duck with a queen 9 going to make the call. And Big Bad Wolf, of course, making it with a king 8.
I'm just gonna put like
Ace of hearts, Jack of diamonds, 4 of spades. Check from Barry and Brenton. 35 from Logan.
all right, it should have just went through. Appreciate it.
Rush folds.
Ace Jack 4 on the flop. So Rainbolt picking up the pair of aces here.
I just lost 300. I gotta
Making the bet of $35.
300, please, Mac.
appreciate it.
I check. Oh, 35 of them.
Fold from Barry.
I know
And fold from Brenton.
I'm not doing good. Oh no, hold on, through my card here.
So Barry hanging around, I think around even at 957. He's a little bit down. Lubbock Legend a little bit up with 657 in his hand.
I might have jammed over the top.
Button straddle.
We were close when you put your elbow on. You're right.
What am I gonna do? Fucking fold when you see that on the turn?
Here comes just a smidge for me.
Might as well just get it in while I think I'm ahead.
You
Get right there. Do I need to scoot over?
Huh?
No,
Sorry.
you're good. No, you're good. You never seen one piece anything like that?
Yes,
You got the button straddle right?
I'm actually watching it right now.
Where are you at right now?
Tend to call Brenton. Fold.
I'm at the
Price and
It's
McKnight.
really not much.
I think it's like after they leave that. Well, not after they leave that. Wow.
Marcus Folds.
I just went big mom for the first time.
Gary
Knight with a king queen raises to $25. It's going to get folded around. Barry makes the call, so we're going to be heads up to a flop.
I don't remember that because he was on her ship or something.
994. No help for either player really. So McKnight still kind of in control if he wants to be, but he does check. Barry going to make a bet here. $35 bet. McKnight with 2 overs, probably going to make this call.
and a call.
He is leading the way. The only way Barry wins is with a 6.
Check.
A jack of hearts now. Check, and Barry leads out again for 72. I mean, for,
Thank you.
well, I'm not sure what the bet was, but anyway, he does pull in the win.
One of those men bring the terror in. We need Batman. Got a guy acting like a Joker over here.
Brent can't be beat.
Joker.
Take the call, Logan. Pull from Logan.
Evan and his brother.
Double team. Maybe.
Sorry.
McKnight looking down at pocket 6s now.
I was like, man, no way.
He is going to probably make a raise here. Wouldn't be surprised. He could be a tighter player and just make the call.
I really do have Queen 9.
He does just make the call for $10.
That wasn't on me. I might say something.
Yeah, I know.
I might say something real fly right
And
here.
then he just kept talking to Brendan about it.
Yeah,
He's
like-
like, man, you really only lost.
Folding around here to Lucky Duck. Of course, Lucky Duck checking.
He's just so oblivious.
He is.
386. No help for either player, so McKnight's still leading the way with pocket 6s. He does make the bet, and Lucky Duck's going to go right
It's
away.
like he's rewinding the hand for you. Like, oh, well, what I did was
Well,
I
I
turned
did.
the nine.
I turned you. I turned you. I
Just
had
in
no
case you
turn.
didn't know that, Britton, you were behind on the
I
turn.
know you had 2 pairing and a flush shot, but I turned it. I did turn it. God, I didn't say that the other day when we got it in boat over boat. I didn't say that.
Straddle from McKnight.
God, yeah, I was trying not to die on the block. I think this is so bad for Brent. I feel so bad. I was like, Brenton, say something if you need to. I was like, stand up.
10
He's
to
not
call.
drunk though. It's just really him.
Marcus calls. Rush folds.
I don't know. He fooled me when he hit that. When he said, "Damn," I said, "Oh, you got him."
I really do have it.
I was like, "Fucking Britton runs so good," and then
Logan and Logan folds.
glad
Evan folds.
glad I didn't think Britton runs so
He
good.
goes,
Check.
damn, I do have it. Just the one hand that makes him just like. It's like what an unintentional sick ass slow roll. Check.
Check. Check. Marcus checks.
Oh, you know, if everybody checks, you're supposed to bet.
40
Pair of
from
6s leading the way right now. We don't know what Lucky Duck has, but making the bet of $40, Barry with a pair of 6s is going to get called here by Lubbock Legend.
Bet your own ass from here on out.
Heads up.
We're going to go heads up here with a straight draw. A king of spades on the turn, and we're going to get a check, and a 5 on the river. No help for Lubbock Legend. Barry going to be able to take a stab at this if he wants to, and I think he's going to. And he does check it. He reaches for chips like he wants to, but he doesn't. Amber T says, "Let's go, Bad Wolf. Big Bad Wolf."
Thank you.
Didn't miss right.
Okay.
Don't have any to blow up.
I want to thank everybody that's in here watching. Go ahead and hit that like button. Push that content for us if you could.
Like, what in the world is he ever calling the 30 his stack pre-flops with? He's not calling with that shit. So I gotta at least
And
be
he's
flipping.
shoving with the pairs
Yeah,
too. So
yeah. So I said I gotta at least be flipping.
Fold.
maybe he hits his jack or 10.
Barry
Maybe
folds.
ace or queen.
Brenton
Who
folds.
knows?
15 from Logan. Mo folds. Evan folds.
Heads up here with McKnight and an ace-6 of diamonds and Rainbolt. Not really sure what his cards are, but he raises to 15 and we get a call. So we're heads up to a flop.
Logan.
King 3-10 on the flop. 2 clubs, 1 diamond. And Rainbow gonna bring out the continuation bet of $15. McKnight trying to decide if it's worth it to see if he can pick up a diamond draw or an ace.
Yeah, I fucking can't fold my ass. I can.
He does fold, and Rainbow does pick it up.
Well, if I would have hit my 2 or my 7, I might have called.
I wish you did. I was praying you hit something stupid. I was looking at that 3. I knew you called it something stupid. I was looking at that 3. I was like, please let him have a 3. Wish you had 10-3.
What about 2 3s?
2 3s would have been really bad. Would have had outs.
Fold. Gary folds. Brenton folds. Logan
Flop
makes it
top
15.
2 very
No
often.
folds.
Action's slowing down here pretty much. Rainbow with the king queen going to make the raise to $15.
Except for when you
Lubbock Legend going to make that call with a jack
You
9.
only have 7 dudes?
McKnight with a 10-9 and Dewey with a queen 4. We'll see what they decide to do with their respective blind positions.
Me and him got a history.
McKnight going to make that call, and
Me too. I'm getting bored.
Dewey going to go ahead and make that call as well.
4 players.
He'd be happy to see a couple of clubs on the flop there, at least 2, maybe 3.
I only have the soul
But he
card
does
for
pick
the
up the pair of 4s.
pretty weird.
Rainbow, however, picks up top pair.
Check.
Rainbow gonna go ahead and put the continuation bet of $20 out there. Lubbock Legend folding.
I'm calling on the runner.
The only person-
Dewey going ahead and making the call though, and it is going to be a 2 of clubs, giving
Only have
Marcus the club draw. 2 of clubs is on the 5 of spades was our burn card, so that is wrong. It is a 2 of clubs on the turn. Oh, queen would be such a gross card here for these 2 players here.
Really just one.
And it is a 4. It is a 4 giving Dewey the win with trip 4s. He checks it, and of course Rainbow does as well.
That's pretty shitty.
Told you they're
It's a good
bad.
card for me too.
They're bad.
Unless you have one.
Shows the queen 4, and of course Rainbow knows he's sitting over there saying, man, I sure wish that king would have come up instead of the queen would have come up instead of the
Hey, Carter,
4.
yes, Mac, come here, please.
That's just how it goes sometimes.
Mac.
Good check.
I had a feeling like even if you missed, you were gonna raise me on the river anyways.
Yeah.
Flop top 2, McKnight folds, flop top pair gets sucked out on by a 4.
That's cool with something to eat.
Sick.
Hey, I turned the club draw.
Hey, it was a good fold by me.
Y'all, I'm gonna order some pizza from Pizza Hut. Y'all want some? Anybody else want anything? Should I do it?
I'll put something on it.
What kind of pizza you want?
Dude, meat lovers is always good for me.
A large meat lovers and a large. Oh,
I just want him to fold his 4. That's all I want.
thin crust. Hey, thin crust on the Supreme, baby.
Fold to Evan. Evan folds.
I was looking at the board too. I was like, what the fuck can he have? It's gotta be something
Midnight
stupid.
folds.
The 4, obviously.
5 to fold.
I can't even defend
Marcus folds. I'm gonna check. Heads up. Look at my burn again. Check, check. Check, check.
King high.
Check, check.
I would have turned the full house with my jack 5. What did you play? Did the button. Jack 5. Did the button. I didn't want to play it.
Offsuit.
Guys, chime in and let me know if you can hear the table talk. I've been doing a little less talking tonight, hoping that y'all could hear the table chatter. So if you could just let me know whether you can hear it or not, and if it's audible or not, please.
You check 2 streets and bet 10. Bam, value town for your full house.
5 to call. Brenton folds. Fold from Logan and Rose. 15 from Evan.
Lubbock Legend raising to 15 with a 10-9. Finally, a little bit of action from him.
It is.
Dewey with an ace-king. Wouldn't be surprised if we see a 3-bet here.
65 from Marcus.
And Air Force One.
Rush folds.
So there is a 3-bet to $65 here from Dewey. Barry going to look down at a king 8 off.
Very close. 65 close.
Can hear them but can't understand what they're saying. Well, thank you, Amber. I'll keep that in mind as I try to keep the commentary a little bit more active so that we're not missing anything too much. Of course, I know everybody can see what's going on, but put a little bit of context to it maybe. So the 3-bet from Dewey, and we're going to get a call from Barry and a call from Evan.
3 players.
Check.
And a 997 giving Lubbock Legend the trips. What a bad flop for Dewey here. He's got to be careful. Of course, he knows playing with Evan, he knows that there's a very good possibility he could have that 9 there. He does bet out for $95. He does go away. We're going to get a fold from Barry as well. So Evan does pick up the hand. Nice hand with the pair with the 9-10 flopping trips.
Tell me now or I see him 30.
So Lucky Duck still leading the way. Lubbock Legend, though, coming up a little bit.
I like it.
Dewey with $999, just one
My hand.
short of the
Sounds like these.
4-digit
Yeah.
line.
Not what I wish you had.
2 and 5.
Oh, you wanted me to have 7 dudes?
No. Want to do that better.
5 to call. Fold. 15 from them.
Lubbock Legend now picking up Ace King of Hearts, so he's going to pick up the suited big slick here.
Fold from Marcus and Rush. Fold from Barry and Ray. And Mo's all.
Will he get any callers? He does 3-bet to $70, and Mo goes all in. We're not sure what his cards are, but we'll see probably here in just a second. Is a King 10 versus Ace King, or is that a Jack 10? King 10 or Jack 10, not real sure, but
Nice hand, buddy.
so the pair of 10s is going to pick up the win, however. So it was King 10, I'm assuming.
Thank you. And button.
Straddles on the button.
Call. Logan folds. Mo folds. Evan folds. Call. Fold. Rush folds. And option. Very good. Three players. Friend. Check. 15 and very call. 45 from Brenton. Fold from McKnight. Very call. And heads up. Brenton. Check, check.
Lucky Duck picking up another hand here, just to add into the stack, Barry does make the call here. He's going to see the bad news.
He's trying to better place to fuck off $40 in that.
Thank you. Straddle on the button.
I appreciate you getting me in stuff. Phone before. Battle against the Burrow brothers.
Technical, Logan. Fold.
One battle is a little harder than the other, honestly. We should have won one battle.
Evan fold.
Very unlucky, sir.
I definitely found it yesterday.
Yeah, it's probably just a smooth one get away from it.
Call.
But it's a cooler turn. It's a big ass cooler turn, especially when I bet all my draws and my aces.
Fold.
No real exciting cards here so far, much tonight, and definitely no real exciting hands. But that's okay. Again, like I've said before, here in Lubbock, Texas, the cards that are dealt always play. We really don't see as much folding as we do everywhere else. I just don't believe it. So we're going to go heads up, as you see here with this hand here. Barry with the ace-4 of diamonds and Lucky Duck with the 10-3 of diamonds. And, of course, Lucky Duck flopping 2 pair. Holy cow. So Barry picks up the backdoor flush draw. He's going to lead out for $55. Brenton going to make the snap call. Just chuckling away. I'm sure he heard something funny on the table, but still being able to laugh about his hand. He does continue on with a good hand. And Barry going to just bet it up on him. Barry now with really no chance but an ace, or an ace here. And Lucky Duck going to pick it up with a 10-3. Barry trying to decide whether he wants to continue the bluff or not, and he does not, I don't think. Lucky Duck, however, going to make the bet. He's going to bet $100, and Barry's going to get out of there. He knows he's beat. He probably knows he's beat bad, too.
Hey,
Jack 9 suited, right?
And they're dead. I got ace-4. They're dead.
A bad one.
Means you had clubs.
No, it wasn't a bluff. No, he had diamonds. I had diamonds.
Oh, so you had a team then, for sure.
It's not a hand. It's not a hand normally.
It's better than Doyle Brunson's.
That was gross.
Oh, good old 10-4, good buddy.
You got 10-3 then.
Don't matter.
That was
Shit.
sick. He's like, I'm gonna need to make a flush. And fucking pops too. Holy shit.
2 spares.
McKnight now looking down at pocket kings. So this is the big hand for him. Dewey with a 7-6. Under the gun, so McKnight is going to have a chance here. He's going to go ahead and raise it up to 25. Dewey looking down at a 7-6. Probably, and no, he does not make the call. Barry as well with a 9-7. One thing about it is when he gets on a roll where he wants to play the cards, Barry definitely plays the cards. Same thing for Lucky Duck, though, as we look down 9-7 and 9-5. The hard part about playing cards like that, especially around Lubbock, Texas, is that all your outs are taken because you never know who's playing those same cards. Mo with blind cards to us, making the call as well. It is a 10-6, 2 diamonds. So far, McKnight's still good with the pocket kings, and he does move all in for 155. Barry, however, does pick up the gut shot, and he is going to make the call. So it's going to be all in to Mo. He is going to make the call as well, so not sure what he's got, but Lubbock Legend with top pair is going to definitely have to go away, and he does. So Barry, no more risk for the chips. He knows that when he's going into it, so that's why he probably makes that call. Is a 5 of hearts and a king on the river, giving McKnight trip kings. He is going to take down that pot unless Mo has some magical 3-4 in his hand, and I don't think he does.
10-4.
So Mo now going to step away from the table and make room.
What'd you have, Barry?
Nothing. No. I mean, I
Draw.
had to straight draw.
See, I needed a draw.
If you would have hit it, I would have been sad.
I thought you'd have been happy.
Huh? If he would have hit it straight?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, good for him, right?
Yeah, good for him.
We're all happy.
He's like, here, I'll loan you another $300 through Venmo.
Oh, I can do it. If his money's on me, yeah, I got it.
Give me 1 second, please.
Sure thing.
Oh, it's just 5. Sorry.
Let me know when you're ready.
So not really getting to see what the action is or anything right now going on. We do know that McKnight's in the big blind here with 5 and chips. Looks like gonna get a call.
Oh no.
There's no straddle.
Did it go
So
down?
Dewey,
I have no idea.
Dewey probably raising it up here. Barry does go away. He steps away from the table.
Hello. Oh, what's up?
This is a great time
Very cold stuff.
They're doing another tournament, like the same as last weekend.
I think the hand is just waiting for
Anybody have
Carter to
any
catch up.
in this deal?
We're gonna get some folds. Looks like this hand is gonna be a wash. They're gonna
I was gonna win.
redeal this hand.
No, you
I wish I would have hit the jack.
I'm a slogan. No.
Oh, there
Braxton,
he is.
Braxton started.
Jimmy Dang, Jimmy Dang.
Braxton started.
Oh, he started. What?
We good, Carter?
Where's the button?
On not Mo, where Mo
Rainbow's
was.
moving over to the left.
Yeah.
Whatever seat this is, 4 and 5.
Rainbow's in for. I'm my brother.
So he's gonna be on the button.
Braxton, run away.
Are we good?
Bang.
What, oh, that's on no, can you stream it to this TV?
I don't know. I don't know if they can stream
Man, I
it.
wish we would played that and you would put the case jack out there. It would have been so gross.
Oh man,
You are
he has
very
ace queen and
very,
somebody
very
3 bet him.
Thanks.
Ethan, when you're asking if the audio is crackly, is it crackly
4 bet him. 4
for
bet him like
Hey,
a
at least they
boss.
changed.
when I'm talking or just in general?
25. Fold to Breton. Makes 25. Who's commentating if you're out here? Can I take a break?
You got it for.
If I can't, you can't, sir. The hands are gonna announce themselves.
Yeah.
Heads up, I'm
We were
sorry.
just talking about how the Burrow
Logan,
brothers
because
beat
you
up
don't know
on
what
me
it's
yesterday and today.
We good, Carter? 25 from Brent and Logan Paul. You talking trash.
You know what? I think you.
Rainbolt now with the jack 8 of diamonds.
Check, check.
No real help
Pause the
there.
game. Take your 15.
We'll just rotate the line.
Check, check.
Yeah,
We'll do the whole name.
we go on him.
And a flush on the board, so of course today is Wednesday, so that would be your
Somebody at the 7
fully loaded flush, but no one has it.
King, queen, king of hearts, queen
Oh
of
my
hearts.
gosh, I have one spin.
Evan,
You mean my 3 of spades was good?
get broken.
Yeah,
What up, Alex?
Work's been slow. Work's been slow.
a little bit, a little bit.
I gotta go take the people home, you know? I got no choice, man. They call me like,
No, I believe it.
yeah.
I'm just watching something.
Good.
Blinds are huge. Blinds are 1 mil, 2 mil.
How many does he have?
With the 2 mil ante, he has 20 big blinds essentially.
That's 20 big.
25.
Where is he? Is he still
Carter, are
third or
you
fourth?
ready?
Third.
Do you need Jimmy?
All right, we're gonna see Jimmy Dang sitting down at the table. He's gonna be sitting down in the 1 seat.
320.
He's a beast, though.
That dude is a beast.
He's the short stack too, so he knows how to apply a lot of.
Hope my friend Wolfgang Poker chimes in here sometime and sees that.
5 to
Jimmy Dang in the 10 seat. Anytime he hits a hand, that's what I'm gonna say is dang.
Jimmy makes it 25, 30.
Jimmy raising the 30 from the get-go. Just going to sit down and start running in chips.
My hand, baby.
Yeah. Oh, you can eat baby, huh?
See how that works out for him.
Evan called, I
Mark
got
is full.
told.
And heads up. Jimmy?
6-4-9 of spades.
Let's both check for it real quick.
Evan now with a king jack, and he does have the flush draw. Of course, Jimmy going to sit down and just start betting crazy.
Oh, man.
Amber says she can hear that crackling as well, just a little bit. I pulled it up on my phone and I didn't hear it, but it doesn't mean it's not there on some end. I might have been able to click out of it before I heard it as well. It'll be $50 to call for Evan. Evan trying to decide where he puts Jimmy right now. Of course, Jimmy
Sounds good.
always eager to sit down and throw the chips in quick and get them up or get them down. So Evan now picking up the flush. Now he does have the third nut flush. He's got to decide whether that spade is going to be big enough. He is going to bet it. He's going to bet 75, and Jimmy making the call, so it probably is good. It is the jack-high flush. Jimmy's cards, of course, never scanned, so we don't know what he had.
You just poker go on your phone. Get it done real quick. I can log on to mine. I'm pretty sure two devices can be on it, so you
I
can
will
still be
always
on
tip,
one.
I just forget.
Whenever
I'll take one for the team and pay the subscription. I do every year anyway.
spade though, man. It's just
Poker is an app?
Yeah, Poker Go. It's an app in the App Store. That's why I just paid it there for iTunes, 99 a year. I love that.
how much is it? Obviously, yeah.
99 a year.
That sucks too.
But you really only use it for like the WSOP, so it's like 3 months.
So we're 8-handed right now. Want to remind all of you, any of you out there listening, our Saturday $10,000 guarantee is this Saturday at 2 p.m. We do it every other Saturday.
105, y'all. I'm trying to get it in.
It's a $150 buy-in, and we never miss that guarantee. So if you know any of your friends that want to play a good tournament, that is a great tournament to come play in. We never miss that guarantee. That guarantee's, I mean, that pot usually reaches the $12,000 mark. It's reached as high as 15 before on this Saturday tournament. It's always a great tournament. Jimmy with the queen 7 of hearts, looking down, deciding whether he wants to make the call of 55 more.
Call that 65, and we'll make it 165.
He did get stuck right away, so he could be looking to
Oh, he just called.
bet it up, and he does.
I don't have my mother.
He does make the call.
It's a heat man or something I do.
I don't want no trouble, man. I don't want no trouble.
I check.
100. That's all I got.
So I just don't have nothing on call. What do you have?
He's going to need a jack-8 on the flop. So Barry with the 2 pair, shoving it all in quick, and Jimmy with the queen 7.
Not anymore.
No more.
It was a chance.
So the boat going to win it. Jack, Jack, 8, 8. Jack.
Check for the live stuff, whatever's live.
So Jack's full for Barry. Going to pick up the double up through Jimmy.
Look for the 1500 month.
Dang, what a tough hand for him to lose.
What about some tip?
How much you need, Jimmy?
Me? Shit, nothing.
They just raised ace queen and then a big stack 3 bet him with ace 7.
320. No.
There's so much on top, but there's no reason to fight. There's no reason to fight.
I have $300.
Like, are you gonna 4-bet and make yourself a short stack, or like just kind of give it up, you know? No. The money's very valuable. I mean, right now they're probably guaranteed like 200K, but like, I don't know. There's like
Rainbolt with a queen 4 of spades. He's going to make the call here for $5. Oh, shit.
Let's see the pay Johnson.
Yeah, I mean, what the fuck? I call
How
5
are you for the pizza, baby?
Like, what am I gonna fucking fold? Oh shit.
Come on.
Jimmy call. Logan call. Three players.
I'm back up.
Check. 25 from Logan.
What are you doing?
Sorry about that. Looked like we temporarily lost our connection, but we're back.
Call. Call from McKnight. 25.
That's a good
100
check back.
from Jimmy.
Can we get him paid?
Fold from
If
Logan.
you're live.
Yeah, King
Midnight
Goose
call.
5-5.
Yeah, that's a good check back.
Heads
No
up.
fault. No, he might
Oh,
actually
yeah, now you might, yeah.
Jimmy.
Awesome, just flat, man. Let him bluff.
All in for 200.
Are they playing now?
Yeah,
Yeah.
For
Yeah,
200. What did you hit?
Still 7 left?
yes sir.
Lucky left, David. Something happened.
No, it's no simple.
Something worth fucking talking about.
It's a 1,500 monster stuff.
McKnight with the trip fives here, and Jimmy all in at $200. He,
First place pays a million.
of course, his cards are not showing. Be kind of hard for McKnight to fold this hand. I don't know.
Yeah, Braxton from Midland.
Of course, I missed the action, so I don't know exactly how the bets went down. But
Third and 2.
Third and 2.
if after the flop,
And a call. Sixes full of five, or fives full of sixes. Excuse me.
Let's make some bets, man. I'm not a big Braxton
Get in.
fan, so I'll take somebody else.
I always want, if any of us make it there, I always
Makes
want
the
to
fold?
Go for it. I want one of us to get
Yeah,
there.
oh,
I'm not, trust me.
oh, he
Man,
does
I
make
don't
the
get
call
it.
for
I'm
200.
not
And
Braxton.
Jimmy has the 5-6, so he does have the boat. Wow, what a cooler of a hand.
Well, I should have folded because I got my
Man,
shit
he always
kicked
calls
in.
with the goat, and he's just so
Fucking
ridiculous.
I just don't like.
I know it's mean.
Oh my god, crybaby.
Get in.
You know what I mean? Like, it just in that group text of Vax, it's just when he's like, take me off this chat, man. When he takes a lot. Is it my big one?
Cripples that guy.
You what?
Lubbock Legend looking down at pocket tens now.
No, Braxton didn't. This other guy called.
This other guy just
Five's a call.
he made a
So
roll.
he is going to be the +1 position, so he's going to raise it up a little bit here. He's going to raise it up to 25,
Turn card
20.
leads into him, and then he checks
McKnight
over
with an
and
ace-7 of spades makes the snap call. Dewey folding. Air Force 1 with a queen-2 of clubs. He's going to fold as well, and Jimmy, who's picked him up some chips now, is going to make the fold.
Gary call.
I mean, I can't hold that.
No.
Lucky Ducks cards, of course,
Especially you don't put someone else on the 5 and
unseen. Flop going to be a 5-8-3, 2 hearts.
55.
So Big Bad Wolf, Barry picking up the flush draw.
I should have known that.
Lubbock Legend as well, but his is smaller. The 9 of spades on the turn, no help for Barry. Evan's still leading the way with a pair of 10s. But Barry with lots of outs here. It is a 5 on the river, so Barry could possibly push his way through this one, but he's not going to try. We're going to get a check, or a $75 bet and a $75 call, excuse me. So Lubbock Legend wins with a pair of 10s, and Barry does make the fold on that, not the call, my bad.
You can start on the button,
Straddle on the button.
Yeah.
2 and
Because
5.
Joe Cat only has 21 million, and he's in the small blind. It's a great play. Now Joe Cat at 2 has a stack lower than him. So if he wants to make 100K, just gotta wait that dude out. So now he can apply max pressure to
It's
him.
this one over here, Jimmy. 10's a call, Barry.
Over 80K.
Rainbolt is the big blind here with an 8-7 with a straddle on the button, it looks like, for $10 somewhere back there.
35.
You know what gives me when the one reason I don't watch them because I watch them all like so fucking basic. Dog.
Evan now raising it up to $35.
So elementary.
Everybody
I'm like,
Evan. 35 on Evan.
when the
Fold.
kids grow up.
35.
Lubbock Legend looking down at pocket 10s again, so back to back with the pocket 10s.
Save your money.
Raises to $35. Heads up with Jimmy, and he's going to make the fold as well, and he's going to show him off.
One call over.
When you hit a hand like that twice in a row, sometimes you just have to show it off.
I went to one call over Evan.
What, a jack?
King 6.
King 5, King 6.
King 10, I go, I don't
I
listen
believe
to
it.
you.
And then a King 10 flop.
I know.
Perfect.
The King 6.
No, no reason to.
Go ahead then.
Ace king raised, and he got king jack on.
Maybe a flat is in order, but I really don't think so. Perfect. Nice play.
Oh, he folds.
So just a discipline
Brenton
lady
Tender
now.
calls.
He's a very different tournament player than he is
Brenton
cash.
folds.
Very
Logan calls. $10.
big that shit.
I mean, you say
Seven
that, but he
folds.
gets his money in with King 9 over there.
Knight folds.
Yeah, but the thing is, he limps the small blind, and aggressive player
Marcus
raises him.
folds.
I see the consent to
Fold.
play the hand
Jimmy
and how he
calls.
played it.
Option.
Yeah, I'm just gonna get
All in.
100 more. I'm all in.
Pull up on.
110 total. Logan folds.
Oh, I see Barry again. I give him the action. I don't have nothing yet. Totally, how much?
Jimmy with a queen 9 of diamonds.
He's going at it.
Barry all in with it for 110 with a 9-6, and Jimmy gonna make the call.
9 high. I got it.
So 9-6 versus queen 9. Jimmy's excited.
Don't give me 6.
Dang.
In the window?
Okay, now 6, please. Hey, now 6. Oh, he done already.
Yeah, he's done. You gotta.
And Jimmy's gonna pick up the win with a pair of
You
queens.
may even,
Something to you.
you may even Barry.
Yeah, we're
Even,
even.
yeah, even.
We're
Yeah,
even.
we're even.
Thank you. Straddle on the button.
No, it's the office. It's the movement. Yeah, night queen suited. You call that hand up?
No.
Oh,
I do not.
you do not call.
Yeah. But you're in last position, so you know you gamble. Gamble.
You gamble.
That was a good gamble. Good hand.
I just I feel
Tender call.
like gamble.
Yeah.
Barry I do, but Evan I don't do.
Logan
Yeah.
Evan is like
Evan calls. Folds on McKnight.
McKnight looking down at a 9-6. Folds. Dewey gonna do the same thing here.
Jimmy calls. Option button. Brenton checks. 3 players. Good card.
Shotgun bullets.
7.
Check.
Check. Check around. Check. 40 from Jimmy.
Jimmy with a pair of jacks gonna make the bet of $40 here and gonna be folded around to Lubbock legend who's gonna make the call. Of course, we don't know what he has.
Heads up. 7. Check. Check. Jacks and 8s. Aces.
oh
Jacks.
man, he
Fishing.
got me, Evan.
Fishing.
You're not my brother. You got me again.
Trapping. If I raise, you fold.
I know that way.
Want you to bluff.
I know you got me.
Straddle from Brenton.
Oh, I know Evan coming there. I don't feel Evan.
Nice.
He's so lucky.
Oh my gosh. We're gonna have to watch this stream.
What's going on?
I just got a sick text from Ben. I don't know if Brenton, you want to spoil it?
No, well, no, I mean, but I'll cover my ears. You can tell Barry if you
Yeah.
want.
Tender call. Fold.
Alright, you're good.
Evan
As
folds.
of right now.
That hand, Evan, you worried about straight. That's why you don't do it. I know.
Huh? It's on like an hour delay, I think.
Marcus folds.
Oh, man,
Not
you
this
don't
stream,
play.
another one.
Rush and Jimmy folds.
See,
Barry
watch the
folds.
stream.
We've been card dad for an hour,
Brenton
man.
makes 650.
We love play. We
Jimmy
just-
folds.
That guy is playing so good, man. You don't have, he has that feeling. You can go in Vegas to play that. I'm not taking that you.
Yeah, definitely.
Not anybody can do it.
Straddle on the button.
Look like Barry here.
Double
that is not
straddle from
taking
Brenton.
that.
Oh, I'm in the big blind this time.
Should've waited.
Should've waited.
Ooh,
Double straddle,
good.
why?
I love
You want
it.
me to call?
Was lighting $40 on fire that last night.
Fold from Rainbow. Evan folds.
Take it, buddy. All yours. Almost. Real generous.
Call from McKnight. Fold from Marcus.
Oh, I'm telling you, I didn't know.
Rush calls, Jimmy folds. Barry folds.
I got a hand on this side. 75 more total.
95 total.
Lucky Duck raising it up to $95 here.
I want to look like that $50.
McKnight gonna call with a Jack 10. We'll see what Air Force One decides to do. Excuse me.
And Rush calls as well. 3 players. Brenton.
We are 3 ways to a flop, so Lucky Duck getting 2 callers here.
3 players.
And a 3-5-3 on the flop very well could be in Lucky Duck's wheelhouse here.
75 total.
McKnight gonna be betting all in for $75.
And Brenton calls.
You're ahead. I got nothing.
Fives and threes.
Lucky Duck showing the 5.
I didn't think he had anything. but
Ace
I knew he
five.
hit a fucking 5. I was like,
And just
oh,
as
you
I
probably
said,
got
those
nothing.
cards are right there in his wheelhouse. He does pick up the 5.
So.
McKnight now looking like he's gonna exit the table.
See you, bro.
Yeah.
Got plenty of Venmo. All right.
Pocket nine. Pocket
This
nine.
one.
You got 2 nines.
Oh, yeah, that's what I have on the strap.
That's not what I had.
That's the only way I played it.
That's not what I had.
Where's your big one?
Such a
I had Ace 5.
You're the big one.
Call from Jimmy. Barry folds. Brenton folds. Logan calls.
Jimmy Dang looking down at pocket 8s.
I'll take
25 from Evan.
lovers right here.
He just makes the $5 call. Air Force One with a queen, king, queen suited. Evan making it 25 with a 7-5 suited though.
Rush calls. Jimmy calls. And Logan calls.
That's really cold.
5 players. Marcus. Check. Check. Jimmy check.
Lubbock Legend and Rainbow picking up middle pair here. Dewey, we don't know what he has, but there's 3 clubs on the board. Rainbow leading out with a $60 bet. We'll see what Lubbock Legend decides to do here.
Evan folds.
He is going to go away with his pair of 5s. Hey, but Evan, you had a better kicker.
Fold from Marcus and Rush.
How much you had today?
Okay.
Nice orange juice.
9, 5.
Nice orange. Just a 5.
Why what?
Just a 5.
Why what? You don't open 2 cards.
Well, 5-3.
I don't believe it.
Suited, but I mean, it's just a 5.
I know, but you don't play 2 cards. I cannot know that.
5-3 of spades.
If I see XQ, I don't believe that.
Well, I mean,
Big blind $5.
you can watch it. I had 5-3. If
I
you could
know,
beat it,
but-
then you should have called, I guess.
I have an 8 queen.
Well, I mean, you're behind.
I know.
I didn't have 2 pairs.
No, I think you have an 8
I'll make a final table
flop.
next time. I definitely want some
Yeah,
hard
8 5
here.
flop. One flop or something. I knew that. No,
Jimmy, I had 3-5 of spades. Like, I mean, I'm like on everything. I had 3-5 of spades.
20 from Brenton. Sorry. Barry calls.
Temptation factor.
Logan folded. Evan calls 20.
Evan knows I'm not smart.
Nothing there.
Marcus folds. 20.
Did you have a club, Jimmy?
no club. I two red card.
Call. And Jimmy calls.
No club, I saw you. I have no club. Two red card. Ten queen suited.
Queen 10 suited?
Uh-huh.
They say ace queen suited.
5 players, excuse me, 5 players.
Like,
6, 5 of clubs, 4.
Jimmy with a 9-7 offsuit here, picking up a straight draw.
30 from Rush.
I call.
Jimmy calls.
No, you not
What's
able to
up,
hear me or
bro?
what?
Give that man a seat.
$30.
Big Bad Wolf with the 9,
Fold.
gonna make the call here. No, he makes the fold. Excuse me. Not sure what Lucky Duck has in his hand, but Jimmy with the straight draw.
Heads
You
up.
didn't have anything there, did you? With clubs? Not a 9.
So Jimmy and Air Force One heads up, flush draw versus straight draw, and Jimmy hitting the straight here. He's gonna make a pretty tough bet here.
9 or 4.
Pot's $160. He's gonna bet $60 into that pot. It looks like. I don't know. Looks he's
Make a
gonna,
pair.
From Jimmy.
gonna trick us. He's gonna do the little pump fake and give us the $40 bet.
Rush calls.
Then,
100K split.
And an 8 of hearts on the river. Check here from Air Force One.
Jimmy bets
Jimmy
1.
gonna go ahead and make the bet. He's not gonna get a call, and he is gonna rake the pot for $390.
Yeah, quads. Great, 7.
Great,
That's
right?
so cool. I apologize.
What did you show, 7?
A 7.
Yeah, you show 7 now.
Thank you.
Mark, you always think I got a big hand.
Yeah, you do. You always have it.
You always think I got a big hand.
Wow. Run on one. Couldn't beat it.
I think that hand I call, and then maybe, I don't know what happened, but I think.
Flop it?
It's not too fair, huh?
35 for call. Fold from Brother.
Ten call, I get straight.
Logan folds.
You know, the ten call, I get straight right away. huh?
Brenton folds.
15.
15 from Evan.
Evan here gonna raise to 15 with a queen 5 of clubs.
If you don't have too fair, they can win.
Evan loving
Rush calls.
to play position here a little bit.
Not too fair.
Suited cards, so not too bad. He does have a high. Barry gonna call with a 10-6. Air Force One makes the call with, of course, blind cards.
25 from Evan.
Evan flopping the pair, gonna bet the $25 into it.
Rush calls. Gary folds. Heads up.
You two now don't have no game up, huh? Two now.
No, they have a game right now.
No, I mean,
Okay.
not yet. I call it.
All in.
Oh, don't have it.
145.
Air Force One all in for 145 here. We don't get to see what his cards are, but he does move all in. Evan got to make a decision here, decide whether he's bluffing at it or if he really has a piece of it. If I was guessing, I believe he really has a piece of it. He might even have turned this straight. Could very well see the 8-10 being here.
No, this is a funny hand. I feel like it's like ace jack or something, but like. I've always liked Rush. I'm gonna donate some money, but I'm just curious. I don't want to wait till later. Jack's good. No, he's fine. Oh, 9's good too. No, is that one? Listen. I believe it. Thought you were kind of bluffing.
Still hanging the same spot.
Yeah, still hanging the same spot. The short stack, again, ace 4 versus 8-8, and wins.
Yeah, they did hit this straight with a
Lucky Duck with 2K and chips. Big Bad Wolf at 965. Rainbow Coming in the,
Down to 6.
No, they're still 7.
Oh,
bringing up the rear,
yeah,
357.
Nobody wants to lose
No,
the ladder up.
Yep. Dang, Tyler keeps getting hands.
Practical. Carter, there's not an option on there where it's
Oh man.
15 from Logan.
Oh, yeah,
Like if
that'd be-
somebody sits down right now between
Oh,
Gary and
oh,
Brittany,
is
he
this
can't
it?
buy the button next to him.
Dang.
There's not an
Sits
option
in
on there.
there.
Fold from Evan. Marcus Fold.
Again.
Sorry.
Rush Fold. Jimmy Fold.
Oh, yeah. I'm just on the other side
His
of
Queen
the
Fold.
I call.
Barry Fold. And Brittany.
Rainbow looking down at Ace Jack of Spades raises to $15, where Air Force One makes the call with a Queen Jack
Y'all, everybody,
suited.
this is my friend
Lucky
Danny.
Duck making the call with cards that we don't get to see. He's not really able to scan his cards anymore because guess what? He's got way too many chips in front of him. Go figure. And then Air Force One does flop the flush draw.
Yeah, but it's not like it's not like that.
4, 6, 7 on the flop. No help for anybody except possibly Lucky Duck. He could be very well sitting over there with a 3-5 or an 8-5.
It's right off.
He does make the call of $35, so there's no telling at this point what he could have.
And a fold from Logan.
Oh my gosh, Braxton, what a
66, 36.
66. Oh, he runs so good.
66.
The 10 of spades, no help.
Gotcha. I know where that is. Yeah.
Check and check.
For Air Force One, we don't know what it was for Lucky Duck. And a river 2 of diamonds, so no flush. Air Force One, his hopes and dreams crushed there, but he is going to take a stab at it, it looks like. Going to get a bet from Air Force One here probably. Brenton trying to decide whether he's going to call or not. He could have been very well sitting on a flush draw as well, and that would not surprise me. The 125 bet from Air Force One. Really got to decide here whether Brenton is just showboating a little bit or if he actually has a hand that he needs to study.
And brutal beats the cattle.
And he does make the call here. Good call from Brenton if he has anything at all. He does have what looks to be a pair of eights. He has pocket eights there. So not a bad hand. He did have the straight draw off the flop.
Thank you.
Straddle on the button, Matt.
Lucky Duck now at 2,200 in chips, just leading the way, as usual.
Then he see the car, he called right away.
I can't believe Braxton hit the.
I know, that's why you have to say
What happened?
He gets it in, ace king versus ace jack. He got ace jack, right? All in.
For like 11 big blinds and he spikes it.
On the river. He hits it on the river.
Oh my god, that's ridiculous.
Now he's in like third, he's back into like third.
35.
place.
He's in third, but he's way closer to the big stack.
Yeah, he's got, yeah.
Instead of 59, he has 80.
Call from Logan. Fold from
And he got
Evan.
man.
And Dane.
Poor Jokata, that's how the big
Rainbow
stack-
with a King Jack of clubs now. Air Force One with a King Queen off. And Jimmy with a Queen 8 off.
Yeah, he's gone.
Not sure what Barry or Lucky Duck have.
11th career WSOP Final Series.
Yeah, he's saving it for the bluff forever, guys.
Jimmy
What's
folds,
up, Chad?
Dan folds, Brenton folds.
Things are good here at Stacks, buddy. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for popping in the chat.
And Logan folds.
If you guys are watching, go hit that like button as well, please.
Show one, top one.
I don't think he has a good one, too.
Okay, queen.
Queens are way good.
Air Force One gonna take in that
Oh,
pot
queen
there.
strike with this?
Yeah.
Win him about $80. I'm sure he'll be happy with that after losing that last hand.
I'll wait.
Air Force One stacking up a few chips, still bringing in the caboose of the train at 292, and Lucky Duck, of course, still leading the way. Lubbock Legend just riding the wave there. Midway through it, about 879 in chips. He's about $379 up.
rush up and down, or is it
It's like, well, you
Just so
can
y'all
have
know,
ace.
fucking tired of y'all's bullshit.
What I do, man?
Fold from low.
Someone rips every time I
Pretty good.
You know how bad I got to run not to play game?
Dude, I was so when that
Evan makes it
Express
30.
opened up,
Dan folds.
disappointed big time.
Marcus folds.
It went up
Rush folds.
That 114 right at HEB.
Fold from Jimmy and Barry.
Lubbock Legend with pocket nines now raises it up to $30. And you fold it around too, but Lucky Duck,
Heads up.
you never know with Lucky Duck, he's liable to make a call of any kind. Don't know if he wants to get into a tangle heads up with Evan, but he may.
20 from
He's gonna look him up here. Queen 7-6 on the flop.
Evan makes it 50.
It's gonna be a bet and a raise, excuse me.
Right in
A
front.
bet of 50 and then a raise.
I'm glad it's busy though.
Seems like a two.
Because the owners are poker
4
players.
of clubs now. Brings in the straight draw. Check, check.
Who owns that one? Eric?
And an ace of spades on the river.
25 from Evan.
Eric
Gives that
Eric
man
owns the
money.
one off of 8 second slide. That
Right.
one, yeah.
It's amazing, huh?
100 from Brenton.
So Evan with the $25 bet. Brendan gonna raise it up to $100. Let's see what we got going on here. Brenton really representing that ace. He could be playing the queen, thinking that Evan's gonna bluff the ace. Either way, if Evan puts him on a bluff here and he is sitting with the queen, he loses. Of course, he knows that. We're speaking in obvious terms here. He does make the call. He does show a 7. Looks like 2 pair to me. 7, ace 7. So the ace on the river does help out Brenton. Gives him the 2 pair.
I also played the hand like that.
2 and 5. And Dan, you're gonna be $5 big blind.
They come back.
No, it's still 5 to 2, man. We're top of the 8, though. They're at bat. One big inning.
5 to call. 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 Fold from Jimmy.
$60.
60 from Barry. Brenton folds.
I like that Fodex.
Welcome to stack.
Logan
Yeah,
folds.
yeah, right.
Evan folds.
Go do that in
Dan
Vegas.
folds.
6-handed to here with Queen
Queen
8 for Rainbow making the call.
We know you don't have aces. You never
Barry
do
raising
this
it up
with
to
aces.
$60 with a King 3 offsuit and getting a call here from Air
I
Force
love
One.
playing.
Lubbock Legend as well making the call.
4 players.
And then when I find out you're from Texas,
King Jack 7 now on the flop, and that's going to bring in top pair for Air Force One and Barry, but Barry behind here. Can he force the other top pair out of this one?
Evan is all in.
LBK Legend all in for $600 and something here.
It barely matters. They're all calls.
So he's making a strong bet here. Probably has a decent hand. I would suspect maybe a Jack 7, possibly King Jack. He probably feels like he's got 2 kings in the hand with him. Really tough decision here. But really, the bet is only
Yes, sir.
as big as Barry's stack. Well, Barry has a good sized stack, so. This isn't just a completely loose bet here from Evan. I think you're gonna. Air Force One really struggling here to making the decision. He's really struggling with this. And I can't blame him at all. I mean, a King 10 here is not a horrible hand. Evan knows he probably has 2 kings in the hand, but he knows that if he represents that, he knows it. He might be able to push through a bluff here. Kind of a tough place to make a bluff, though. I mean, I would almost believe he flops a set. Maybe pocket sevens. Yes, Chad, all the pros are out tonight.
Where does he play?
I've just seen him before.
Just some of them are at the table, though.
My best
The
friend
plaid shirt.
used to wear those shirts in college. With cargo shirts all day.
Air Force One looking to make the call, and he does. He does make the call. He has 5 in white there, so he's going to have to throw those in as well.
You're correct. No reason to raise it.
$235.
So the call there from Air Force One. At this point, he's just hoping that Evan does not have 2 pair or trips. Barry with a king 3, not really sure what to do here. I don't think if I'm Barry, I'm making this call here simply because
Boo.
the kicker's so small and you had one caller ahead of you already.
It felt like a draw.
So well, let's see what Evan was doing here. 4 spades and a jack on the river. So if he has a jack, he did just river him out. But he does pick up the win, it looks like. He does pick up the win with a pair of kings. Queen 10, so Evan open-ended, making that huge bet there. I think he was just trying to get it down to heads up with him and Air Force One, which he did, but was not able to pick it up. Nice hand there for Air Force One, doubling up through Evan there. Evan not too happy about that himself, but sometimes that's just the way things happen.
If he's great, you can get on it. Maybe you know, maybe he's ready to but he or easy call.
I definitely thought we were going to feel bad about him.
Send the call.
It's okay. Could lose some.
Call from Dan. Marcus calls. Rush folds. Jimmy calls. Barry folds. Brenton calls. Logan calls. Check from Evan.
What do you mean? I don't have a hand. Last time I checked. Ace 5. Yeah, just ship it.
9-7-6 on the flop. They're going to bring in the straight draw for Fong. The open-ended straight draw for Rainbolt.
Brenton does 45.
Jimmy with a pair of 6s now, and of course Lubbock Legend with a king deuce. Lucky Duck making the bet of $45. Not real sure what he has. Of course, his cards are not scanning. Not real sure if it's the chips that are too close to the sensor or what, but
Heads up.
is a jack of clubs. So now Rainbow still with the same straight draw or similar straight draw. He was open-ended. Now he's open-end with a gutty.
Logan calls.
It is a 3 of spades, so no help for Rainbolt. He does not pick up the straight. Lucky Duck here been betting the entire time. Not sure if he really thinks that there's anything that could have brought him for any help. So if he was bluffing, he should probably continue to do so. But he was not. He does have a jack 9, it looks like.
Good job.
A jack 9 for Lucky Duck, so he does pick up the 2 pair on the turn.
What did, Michelle?
Thank you.
What was it? I didn't say suited. Fucked up in the middle. I'll see y'all later.
Take care.
Thank you.
I get 550.
Five. Hey, 500, please.
Braxton gets a check on the river.
Straddle on the button.
I think
Hello?
he's calling too.
Yeah, I mean, once you call and turn.
đang chơi đây nè đang chơi ngay chỗ chơi không chơi đấy chơi lại chơi hai pha mà chơi phút cờ không á
Marcus Gold.
chơi phút cờ trong chơi kia nữa
Rush. 5 more.
chơi phút cờ là hồi làm không nữa chứ không chơi bốn
$10.
Air Force One looking down at an ace nine.
tôi chơi là nghe cái
Jimmy making the call.
Marcus folds, Rush folds, Jimmy folds, Barry folds, Brenton folds, Evan makes it 50.
Lubbock Legend raising it to 50 now with ace queen offsuit. Fong gonna look down.
Rush folds.
You're not my brother no more.
Oh, hurts. It hurts.
Oh, kicked about the family, huh?
Hey, he lost the hand again. You're not my brother no more.
Queen 7-4 now, so
man,
Fong,
I thought
his
not
cards
right,
are
but he not really.
not visible. His
It looked
cards are
like
not
that
scanned,
now.
but Evan picks up top pair with top kicker.
6,500.
Fuck, 18 8 shot.
He bets out $65. So Fong with 65 to call. We'll see how that goes.
They all in. I didn't do nothing at this day. They're all in. I can't. They do for me. I don't need to do a market.
Hand fold.
I love it. I love it.
I love that game.
He does make the fold, and Evan picks up the hand.
I call that hand. I call.
Do want to remind everybody again, tomorrow night, our $100 bounty tournament. And then on Saturday, we have our $50,000 guarantee,
Paid me back.
I know, but I had to call roll with you. Back I called.
$150 buy-in, Saturday at 2 p.m. Saturday at 2 p.m. Do not know if the last part of that will be live streamed, the final table or not, but we will find out about that for sure. Probably won't know until the day of, but I would suspect that it would be a good chance that they do. We will have our 10-25 no limit on Friday as well.